Welcome. Thanks for joining us for this video tutorial, which will walk you through the process of submitting a call for programs, or CFP, for the NASPA Strategies conferences. We're thrilled you're interested in submitting a proposal and hope this video helps you craft your program submission. We've created this flowchart to walk you through our CFP step by step. Don't worry, we know this can be hard to read as is, so we're going to take you through each step of the process in detail. Here is where we'll ask you to identify the conference you are submitting for, as well as the conference theme.
Your first step will be to select the conference you're submitting for by clicking on Conference Submission.
As you may know, the NASPA Strategies Conferences is actually 4 conferences in one: alcohol, other drug, and campus violence prevention, mental health, sexual violence prevention and response, and well-being and health promotion leadership. We've provided learning outcomes under each conference theme to help guide your decision.
Once you select a conference submission, you'll be prompted with a new option to select a theme for that conference. Please select the one theme that most aligns with your presentation proposal.
We will then ask you to identify from a list of 6 possible outcomes up to 2 session outcomes. This will be outcomes like participants will create or analyze or understand an outcome related to your topic. We will then ask you to drill down further and actually craft the outcomes related to your proposal. For example, if you chose evaluate, your outcome may read, participants will be able to evaluate the efficacy of using Bayside bystanders at their institution. Next, in a reflection of NASPA's continued strategic commitment to contribute to equity, inclusion, and social justice, we ask you to consider how your presentation will integrate concerns related to systemic oppression and health inequities. Please use this space to tell us about your considerations in your program related to marginalized populations and systemic oppression. Lastly, we will ask you to identify your intended audience. This can be foundational, intermediate, or advanced. We've provided definitions of each to help you decide which is appropriate. Next, you'll move on to session information. This is where you'll get to abstract, learning outcomes, and professional competencies. The CFP provides a lot of very important information about writing a proper abstract and learning outcomes, including maximum allowable word counts and how the learning outcomes must be structured. We encourage you to read this information carefully and follow the directions precisely. From there, you will be asked to select up to 2 professional competencies from a list that is provided of ACPA NASPA professional competencies. You can learn more about these competencies in the CFP and on the NASPA website. From there, you will be asked to select your session type. With 5 different session types to choose from, it's very important that you read all the session type descriptions and select the session type that is most appropriate for your program. For 4 of our program types, you will then supply a proposal, time, and outline. For the time, you will choose from a series of pre-populated options. For the program outline, you will supply a detailed session timeline. If you are selecting a live session, please include time for questions and discussion. The 5th option, a mini course interest session, also known as a short course, is designed to occur before the conference begins. If you select the mini course interest session option, you will be taken directly to the section where you will provide a high-level overview of the course. Be sure to include time required by participants, any pre-work or homework, and any other logistics or requirements for effective skill building and learning. In the last series of questions, you will provide presenter information, including name, email, title, and institution for the lead presenter, as well as up to 3 additional presenters. You will also be asked for brief biographical information about the presenters. This includes experience, education, or knowledge that the presenters have in order to provide an educational session on this topic. Finally, you will be asked if you are interested in volunteering to review proposals for the 2021 NASPA Strategies program. We encourage you to volunteer for this process, as this will be your opportunity to help shape the conference content itself.
You'll notice that after this step, you've been given a green check mark under each submission area. That means that your submission is complete and ready to be reviewed. There is no final submission step beyond this, and you will still be able to edit the submission through the deadline, in case you have changes in your co-presenters, for example. If you left something in draft, you may want to set a reminder to come back prior to the deadline in order to review and finish that before the program is reviewed by volunteers. You can send yourself an email confirmation by clicking on Send Email Confirmation, and you can submit a new conference proposal if you have more ideas that you'd like to share with conference attendees. Anytime you log into this page, you'll see all of your Strategies Conference submissions.
We hope that this overview has been helpful in crafting your call for programs for the NASPA Strategies conferences. If you have any questions, please consult the NASPA Strategies webpage, where information for contacting all NASPA staff who work on the Strategies conferences can be found. Thanks so much, and we look forward to seeing you at the NASPA Strategies conferences.